Portland Trailblazers beat the New Orleans Pelicans. Final score is something to something, but Derik Queen balls out. Let's check out his highlights and we'll get to the numbers. I do have it muted, or Cash Patel is going to come and get me. I like Jeremiah Fears as well. Fears comes baseline and has a nice setup for Derik Queen. I think it'll show on the replay, but Queen kind of hits him with a quick little pump fake as well. Clingan flies by and finishes on the other side of the basket. Derik Queen isn't super athletic, but he just plays basketball the right way. That's a sick move. The spin to the floater looks like the Şengün, Nikola Jokic type of move. So that was a great move. Jeremiah Fears is in trouble. That's a good play as well. Boxes out Donovan Clingan's big ass and gets the putback. Derik Queen, he's like 6'11", 245, I think. So he's a big old beast down there. He's 20 years old, so he possibly might grow another inch and be a true 7-footer. But even at 6'11", he's really effective. I think he had 2 dunks. There's one of them in the game. But Derik Queen doesn't really give a shit. He doesn't have to dunk. He doesn't mind getting a layup or just getting a little floater like he did on the last play. He just cares about getting points at the end of the day. I like the idea on that one. Let's run that back one more time. Derik Queen makes it work out in the end, but Jose Alvarado the pass, and he tries to go down low to Derik Queen, but the pass gets broken up, and Derik Queen finishes with the left hand. I think he's a right-handed player, but he's very ambidextrous. He can finish with either hand out there. That's such a sick play. That was my favorite play from the game for Derik Queen. Got 6'11", 240 coming at you, and whoop. Ready to take the charge or try to break up the play, but Derik Queen, just with this sick Euro step, that's an elite move, especially for a guy that's fucking 6'11", 240 pounds. I like them using him in that action as well. Just run it back. Just how they'll use like Nikola Jokic, Sabonis, Alperen Şengün. Just the handoff. If you see that screen, he just made so much room with that screen. And then rolls down low for the finish. He has such soft hands. He's so good at finishing down low. Little pump fake to the floater. The shot clock was running out as well, so that's a really heady play by Derik Queen. Pump fake. Williams flies by. And that's a tough shot. Floater from the free throw line. Let's go straight into the body for the and one finish. I think that was on Williams again. Strong and one. That was on Sissoko on that one. Another dunk by Derik Queen. Again, he's not a super athletic player, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect his game. He just moves with a lot of strength, and he's always under control out there. That's a great pass by Trey Murphy there as well. Derik Queen just in the right place at the right time, cutting to the rim. He knows where he's most effective. Another dunk. He kind of had to dunk that one because Donovan Clingan was coming to pin a shot on the glass, but Derik Queen finishes strong. And then just cleaning up down low again. He's just so strong down low. This was the 11th game, I believe, for the Pelicans. If we come over here, we have Derik Queen's stats for the entire season. But yeah, he was really impressive out there. Seeing him against the Spurs. He played against the Spurs as well, and he had a good game versus San Antonio. He did a pretty good job playing against Wembanyama. In this game for Derik Queen, he played 38 minutes. He puts up 26 points. That's his career high. 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He does have the 1 turnover, but it's really no big deal for a rookie player. And he goes 12 for 18, so he takes 18 shots, puts up the 26 points, and makes 12 out of his 18 shots. On the season so far, here's your 25-26 season right here for Derik Queen. He's averaging 49% from the field, 11% from 3. I don't think he's really an outside jump shooter, but I'm sure he'll work on that as his career goes on. 10 points per game, basically 11. We'll round him up to 11. Half a block, one steal, so he plays the passing lanes really well. He's not a super athletic player, so he's not really going to get up and do too much rim protecting out there, but he is a big body. He'll stand there, get in the right place, and take charges, and he has shown that off so far in the early season. 2 assists, but that is misleading. He had 8 assists in the game that he played against San Antonio. And again, like I was saying, he reminds me of like a Sabonis, Alperen Sengun type of player, where we saw a little bit of it in the highlights, but he'll catch the ball. One of his guards just curls right around him, handoff. You bump into Derik Queen. He's fucking 250 pounds. And once you hit that screen, you're not going to recover back to that ball handler. And then Derik Queen comes in on the roll, and it creates 2-on-1 opportunities for his team. 77% from the free throw line. So he's shown he has a decent little free throw. His shot mechanics don't look bad, so we'll see if he can develop a three-point shot or even just a decent little mid-range. I think he will be able to develop a mid-range shot. We saw that little floater he hit from the free throw line, so he has really nice touch, and I have no reason to believe that he won't be able to develop a mid-range game. But Derik Queen, he was drafted number 13 for the New Orleans Pelicans. Again, he's 6'10", 245 pounds. He's only 20 years old. So I think I said earlier, but I could see him possibly growing another inch, maybe 2 inches, and being a true 7-footer out there. And I don't think it would affect his game greatly, but that extra inch, would give him an extra inch to release his shot. It would make it harder for players to block his shot and just help add to his physicality if he does grow an extra inch or two. But even if he doesn't, his game is already really clean. He plays basketball the right way, has a great touch around the rim, and doesn't mind passing to his teammates. But if we see here, this was that game against Portland. He played 38 minutes. The 3 games before that, 25, 25, 26 minutes, then 18 minutes in that game against Charlotte. Zion was out this game, so I guess he got some extra minutes with Zion Williamson being out. Again, he's 12 for 18 right here, so he's 66% from the field in that game. And, New Orleans should be happy to have Derik Queen. They should be happy to have Jeremiah Fears because both those guys look like really promising rookies. And if I was a Pelicans fan, I'd just be confused about what I want to do because Zion is 26 years old now, I believe. Zion's super entertaining. He's going to sell tickets. He's a lot of fun to watch. So I'm sure there's different groups of Pelicans fans. I'm sure there's Pelicans fans that want to compete, make it to the playoffs, compete for championships. Then there's fans that just want to go to the game, have fun at the game, watch Zion throw down some 360 windmill dunks, and they're not heartbroken every year they don't win a championship. Since Chris Paul was there with Tyson Chandler, that was like 2007. I can't think of really any other times when I looked at the Pelicans team and said, man, this team's actually a threat to get pretty deep into the Western Conference. The organization isn't the best organization. They don't put together, great teams around their star players. They have Zion out there. They haven't built a solid team around Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson has had his issues with staying in shape and staying healthy. So, that's where I'm at with the Pelicans. In my opinion, I'd be thinking, let's try to get Zion Williamson out of here. Everybody wants Trey Murphy III. Everybody wants Herb Jones as well. So I try to trade those 3 guys and then just start to build around Derik Queen and possibly Jeremiah Fears. Fears looks decent as well, but I feel like Queen is the better of the 2 prospects. One's a point guard, one plays center. So it's different play styles, but I've been really impressed with what I've seen so far from Derik Queen. He gets, let's see here, he's averaging 21 minutes played per game. I'd like to see him get bumped up to 26, 27 minutes per game, and then I wouldn't be surprised if he bumped up his 10 points a game up to maybe 12, 13 points a game. He's averaging about 6 rebounds total, so if they give him some extra minutes, hopefully he can get to like 30 minutes per game or so. If he was playing 30 per game, I could definitely see him averaging, because again, right now he's at what, 21? Yeah, 21 minutes per game. So if you gave him 8 more minutes per game, based on what we've seen so far from Derik Queen, I could see him averaging maybe 13 or 14 points per game, 7 rebounds. Again, his 2 assists are misleading because when I've seen him play, they don't use him as an offensive hub too much, but when they do use Derik Queen as an offensive hub, we saw that one play. All of his guards can just come off of him. He sets really solid screens. He's 240 pounds. So like I said earlier, once you bump into Derik Queen, you're pretty much out of that play. So if they just use him as a hub, let him get those handoffs to his guards, let him get in pick and roll actions, Again, his jumper is not too great, but let him get in some pick and pops. He's a good playmaker as the roll man. He's a really good playmaker. Just being the offensive hub, let him catch the ball at the free throw line, top of the key, and they can make a lot of good things happen around Derik Queen. And again, the assists are misleading because I saw him in the Spurs game. He dropped 8 assists that game. If you watch Derik Queen really play in one full game this whole season, you can see he has really good court vision. He has great basketball IQ. He made a nasty bounce pass to, I want to say it was Trey Murphy the third when the Spurs were playing against them, and he just has great court vision. I could see him getting up to 4 or 5 assists again if he played 30 minutes or so per game. So we'll see. We'll see how the Pelicans season goes on and see if they play Derik Queen some more minutes. And I think they will, because you see this performance, fucking 26.7 rebounds, 4 assists, only 1 turnover. That's probably the most impressive part. 1 turnover in 38 minutes. He's 12 for 18 from the field. So again, he shoots 66% from the field. And Derik Queen just been really impressive all season long. I think he should get some more minutes, and we can see how he improves as the season goes on with New Orleans. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about Derik Queen so far, because I think he looks like a beast. He has a lot of potential that hasn't been tapped into yet. So hopefully New Orleans can give him more minutes and we can see what Derik Queen can really do out there, because we got to see it just last night with 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's just a really great prospect as far as I'm concerned. We'll see y'all next time. Let me know what you think. Peace.